with me. Light skin, damn near thicker than Tahiri. Young nigga, hustle with the richest niggas in my city. Walked in Hutch, spent the 20, man. These niggas kiss me dilly. Came a long way from Section 8. R.I.P. to Billy.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Katera era. Subscribe, comment, and like on this video. Okay, so the other day, me and my sister, we went to VEEZE concert or whatever in Chicago. So starting from the beginning to the end of the night, we're gonna start from the beginning to the end. We gonna try to, because I know I like to hop around stories. But but when we first got the line was so long, like the line was wrapped around the corner. I'm gonna add a clip in this video of the line. It was literally wrapped around the corner. So once we got there at like 7:50, the show started at 7. That's what time the thing said that it started at 7. We get there, still a long line. So previously, before I had even got there, I was texting VEEZE manager, whatever he do, he book his shows and everything for him. I was texting him on Instagram, but then we got there and we seen the line, and I know that our ticket said that we supposed to have like early entry or whatever. I called his number that he had sent me on there as well, and I called him or whatever. He said that we had to get in the line because it was moving fast or whatever, or we can try to go to the front and see what they say. So that's what we did. We just stood in the line because it was moving fast, but got in there, patting everybody down, can't bring no weed and nothing. Like, it was, and then it was just so much going on. So we get in there, they start asking for tickets and all that. So we calling Jimmy and everything, because before we even had got the tickets online was sold out for the meet and greet part, which was like $250. So we ended up just sending him the money, and he said he was gonna put us on their list and we're gonna get in. But we thinking like, okay, they got their list of people already who they gave to them, they know they gonna let in or whatever. That wasn't the case. We had to keep calling him, see where he was at, all that extra stuff. But once we had got in there, we seen him standing by the lady who was asking for a ticket. So we got in fairly easy once it got to that. But when they let us in, they didn't give us not one wristband. We asked the lady and everything, like, did we need a wristband? She said no. So we get in. Mind you, the concert is supposed to start at 7. We get in there, we don't even know where to go. Like, it was just so much confusion. But once we got in there into like actual part with the stage at, there was so many people in there. So many people in there. Like, we was all the way kind of in the back at first. Then we finally made our way up to probably the middle. But we got in there and everything. We probably was standing there waiting for like 30 minutes, waiting for somebody to come out. Wasn't nobody saying what was going on or nothing. Nobody was saying what was going on. So we waiting for people to come out. Finally, Talibando came out. He was cool or whatever, but of course that's not who everybody is there to see. So he did his little show for like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes at the most. That was cool or whatever. And then, finally, VEEZE came out. But before we get to all that, let's get to the scene of the concert. We was standing, and the place that it was in is like a theater, and we all know the theater seats slope down. So we're standing there, which means our feet are sliding to the front of our shoes. So our feet was killing us just standing right there. I was thinking about leaving because he was taking so long to come out. So he finally came out or whatever, and came out, did his little 1 2 1 2. He did like 5 songs. 5 songs. If that. And it was not the full songs. You know how they do a little piece or whatever. He was doing pieces of songs. And then when he was finished, he didn't even say he was finished. He didn't say he was finished. Everybody was standing there confused, trying to figure out what was going on. They didn't say everybody leave out. We finna get ready and do the meet and greet. Nothing. When he didn't say good night, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. None of that. Like, he just disappeared off the stage. Next thing you know, they're coming putting everybody out, but they not saying why they put everybody out. But it turned out they putting everybody out so we can come back in and do the meet and greet. But that's not what was being said. None of that. Like, it was just so unorganized. Time wasting, money wasting, all that. Like, I had read his itinerary from one of his other shows in a different city, and it said that he was supposed to stay on stage for an hour. And all his other acts that he had, they had like 20-minute time things and stuff like that. But his performance was supposed to be an hour. I don't know if he was. Regardless, these people who support you, and you should treat them accordingly and give them a proper show. And if you're not gonna perform all the time, you should have said something like, "I'm finished. Thank y'all for coming out." It was none of that. Like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling the vibes. But yeah, I had to text Jimmy and everything before they started. Once they had put everybody out the theater, I had to text Jimmy once we was out there. Like, is y'all still doing the meet and greet? And he said, yeah. But yeah, we get in there for the meet and greet. Everybody go back in there for the meet and greet. We're lined up or whatever. It was just a lot of weird shit going on. But we lined up for the meet and greet or whatever. They're checking wristbands. Imagine they checking wristbands. We don't have a wristband because we was on the list. So, calling Jimmy once again. He tell the security guards, because the security guard came up to him and asked him, because we walked over there something like weird with him, because he came in when I was finna get ready and call him. So we just walked over there, like, let them know that, you know, we don't need no wristband. So he let them know or whatever, and the security asking him, like, so they stand for the meet and greet, and they stand afterwards and everything to hang with y'all afterwards. He say, yeah. So we like, okay, cool. You know what I'm there for? Business purposes. So I'm ready to, so I can get an interview. So we get in line and wait our turn. Finally get up the band, y'all. This man VEEZE was so damn high. So high. Before he had a whole little system going on. He had the wood in one hand and the lean sitting on the stage. Every time somebody leave from their picture, he hit the blunt and set the lean and put it back. Like, he had a whole system. But yeah, I go up there to take my picture with him and get my autograph. But I didn't have a pen. So I'm like, nobody got no pen, because on the thing for the description, he's supposed to be signing autograph. So why don't you have a pen? But I ain't had no pen, so I had to go get one from the little food concession thing. But before all that, before we got to me going out there to get my pen, I step out the way so my sister could take her picture with him next. And all I hear her arguing is her arguing with Keith and her little fat ass friend. I don't know what the fuck is his name. That's how much he's not nobody and just they damn friend, because I don't even know his little fat ass name. But I hear her argue with him. Why she trying to go up there and take her picture? So I step over there where he's standing at while she go over there and take her picture. And I'm like, what's going on? He's the one, she said what she said. I said, oop, what did she say what she said? So I guess he got blew by that. Because he's trying to even go back and forth with her while she trying to take her picture with VEEZE. Even VEEZE had to tell him, like, to, like, chill out when she trying to take her picture or whatever. Like, he was sweet. Like, for real, I don't know what was up with him. I don't know if he wanted to talk to her or what, but that wasn't the route to do. So, they had a little fuss or whatever. So, I go back and, matter of fact, when I was looking for the pen, they was like, we gonna get you one. VEEZE was like, we gonna get you one and all that. So I'm like, okay. So I started just standing right there waiting for somebody to give me a pen, like after she took her picture. So he get to saying something to me like, who you waiting on? Who you here for? He got to saying some look weird shit with his look short, fat, pregnant, big belly ass. Like he want too much nobody to be arguing with, so anybody even had time to be doing all that with him. But he got to say, and I said they said I can get a pen to get my interview. I said, is you somebody's security or something? Like, fuck. So I said, no, but I can't get motherfuckers out of here. I said, do it then. It didn't happen. So I went and got the damn pen and went and got my damn autograph. When he got the pen, he came back and got my autograph. But yeah, this one we started getting to the funny shit. So he asking him or whatever. He's not responding. So that's when I decided, yeah, we're just finna dip. Because y'all heard him tell him security. Well, y'all heard what I just said. He told them security. Well, he told them security. So we wouldn't even have ever been thinking that if they never said that, because that's not what we came there for anyway, to kick it. And if we did want to kick it with them, it was for business purposes. And I think whatever the fat ass was thinking was that we was trying to stay there to be on some dick. And that wasn't it. But anyway, I just decided after that I can't just rock with them. I can't rock with these people right now, especially if he ain't controlling it. Because it was very much given that his people was running everything that he had going on, and he wasn't showing love for people that support him. Because at the end of the day, we're supporting you, not them. So you gotta respect us and making sure you doing what you're supposed to do as artists. And it was just a half-ass show. Like it was half-ass. Like VEEZE cool or whatever, but that whole show was just half-ass, a waste of money, everything. Like it was just unorganized as hell. Like if he started running his own shit more and shit like that, I'll fuck with him on that side. But until then, no. He was just high as hell and motherfuckers was running shit to me. That's what it seemed like. And then it was just a completely different experience. Not saying that everything is going to be like the first experience I had, which is why I feel like this happened. For God to show me that everything is not going to be like that first experience, especially in a business that I'm trying to get into. But yeah, they just showed me just how people could be aside from the first, because Killer Baby experience was completely different. It was more wholesome. It was more genuine. He was running everything. Everything was going how he wanted it to go. Not the security, not his friends, none of that. It was his shit. It was his show. It was his people that he had come. He was making sure we was good behind him. Everything, like the way he treated us, like he genuinely cared about what I was doing, my come up and everything. Like he was genuinely, it was just wholesome. Like, and I don't know, it was just, you could just tell he's completely different. Just different. I don't know. But yeah, I prefer that type of thing. And when I started doing all this, I pray that I run into people who are like-minded, like-hearted, and want the same things or most of the same things that I want out of life. And just not, weird people. And I feel like God showed me that to show me how people couldn't be what I want. And that was the perfect, I'm not discouraged that I didn't get the interview at this time. I just feel like it was an opportunity for me to see how things could go bad, because I know I'm gonna be trying to interview a lot of people and do a lot of things, and it ain't gonna always go as expected, especially with people like that in the industry. People start feeling themselves, even if they saying in their songs that they not, and they this and that, they still be acting like that. Like, that would show me how people can act when they think they doing a little bit too much and start forgetting where they started and where they came from. But I'm not gonna say it's all that, but I just feel like he just wasn't in the state of mind for me to be even interviewing him, because he was just too fried. And I ain't gonna say he didn't care, but I don't know. He was floating the cell. Floating as hell. And I just could. I just feel like I wanted him to run his own stuff. Like, why is Chief Keef and her badass friend here trying to tell somebody what they should be doing? Where are your people? Why ain't you with them? And then it was just no, like the people that he brought out DCG. Nobody listens to them like that for real. So for like, look, kids. Trying to see is there anything that I'm forgetting. I don't think it is. But yeah, it was definitely 3 out of 10 for me. I ain't never been too much of a concert goer, and that really just blew it for me. But it also just showed me a lot of things. Like, I ain't discouraged about nothing. I'm gonna keep going with the shit. First of all, I just feel like, it was a learning experience. For real, because I'm gonna still get to where I'm gonna get to and be who I am, and I'm gonna have an opportunity to see those people later, and we'll see what's to all that then. But yeah, I just feel like it was a learning experience for now, and I'm gonna take it as that, you know. But that whole day, like from the beginning of the day, I just felt like something was off. I felt the vibes was off, and I kind of felt it wasn't gonna go the way that I wanted it to go because it was just so many. All you gotta do is pay attention to signs. When you speak to God and you ask for things, He gonna show you signs. And I got a lot of signs that day that it wasn't gonna go exactly how I wanted it to. Even though I wasn't too much expecting that, I really was just go to the show and the meet and greet, like, and then try to get my shit off. But I didn't even have the opportunity to get my shit off because the vibes were weird. Like, I wasn't expecting an interview that day or anything like that. I just wanted to get my shit off, and I couldn't even do that because it was just weird as hell. But we shall see. Just keep going with all this. God gonna continue to guide me to where I need to be guided to be doing all this. But I just want to share my experience, and that concert was just terrible. Like, I would have been just cool with the show and the meet and greet. Like, if the show was good and the meet and greet, we just took our picture and nobody was saying extra stuff to us, then it would have been cool because we wasn't saying nothing to nobody. They just got to yapping themselves. Like, nobody wouldn't have said nothing to us up in that motherfucking line when we got to the end of the line. And if he actually put on a good show, I would have no complaints, honestly. But yeah, just weird, very weird. People need to humble themselves because the 10 steps God took you up, He can knock you right back down. And if people was in all these situations they claim to be in before they got to this point, they would know because He's done it before. Before you got to your point, He's took you 10 steps up and knocked you 10 steps back. But I don't want to see nobody, do all that. People just need to. I just want VEEZE to pay better attention to his fans. Especially at his level, like, because he's like in the middle for me because there's a lot of people, that know him, but it's also a lot of people that don't know who the hell that is. When I interviewed Skilla Baby last year, they didn't even know who that was. Now look how many people know him. But if you don't do right by people, I'm not saying you have to, but if somebody ain't doing nothing malicious towards you or being a certain way towards you, I feel like you should be 100% 100. But people ain't always what they say they is. And that also just showed me that people is people. People is just people. Some people just be having money. But at the end of the day, people be people. And a lot of people is not good people, likable people. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. 3 out of 10 for me. Like, everybody's still cool, but if I talk to Jimmy again, I'm checking that neck, because don't ever play with me. And I ain't come here for that. I ain't come here to play with you or VEEZE as far as whatever they thought was going on. But yeah, Chief Keef, the little fat ass friend. Next time I see him,
The real tweaker, he got baby nuts. Standing on the business, I know they want to take me up. Out here sending every day, I hope somebody pray for us. Niggas was trolling on the ground, now they ain't